Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Kelly with Get Crafty with Kelly, and today I'm going to be doing applique mug rug. So what you'll need is 2 pieces of fabric, 5x5, and I'm using 2 green. You'll need batting, which is the same size. Whatever design you want to use. I'm using a Christmas tree. You can cut that out on your Cricut, Romeo, Juliet, whatever you choose. I just hand traced it. I got some tracing paper from Hobby Lobby and I printed it out, a Christmas tree, and then I traced it on there, and then I just cut it out by hand. But you can use whatever you want to. A sewing machine, you'll need an iron, scissors, and I think that's it. So the first thing that you're going to do is, obviously, is once you've cut your design out, and you can be a present, it could be lights, it could be whatever, but I chose to do a Christmas tree. So I went ahead and did it, but you'll just peel off the heating bond, and then you're going to take your iron, and I centered it, and you'll just press it on. So it's nice and tacked down. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around my sewing machine and I'm going to stitch it down, okay? And of course I have to thread my sewing machine. And obviously I don't have an embroidery machine, so I'm just going to use my sewing machine. So this can be done without an embroidery machine. I am saving my money for a embroidery machine, so hopefully I will get one soon. Okay, so I'm just going to put down my foot pedal, and I'm just going to take my time, and I'm going to go around the Christmas tree, and I'm going to do a regular stitch. So let me change my sewing machine setting. Okay, so now let's see if we can get this to work. So I'm going to start down here at the bottom. Hopefully you can see. And if not, I'm sorry. I'm still learning how to do things. But I'm just going to go around the whole Christmas tree. And like I said, I'm just going to go nice and slow. I'm going to back stitch. And I'm just going to turn it till I get to my next little angle, and then I'm going to pivot, and I'm going to sew around the bottom of the tree. Nice and slow. And then I'm going to turn it, and we're going to keep going. So now I'm just going to come right here. I might need to go up another notch. And then turn it. And like I said, this is my first one doing a mug rug, so hopefully it will turn out good. If not, it'll be okay. And if you just want to hand turn it, you can. If you think that's easier. Then you can. If not, if you're a better sewer, then you can sew it. I'm still learning a little bit, so I am going a little bit slower. than probably some people, so I apologize. With all these little triangles and stuff, I'm still slowly learning how to do it. And yes, it would be a lot quicker if you had an embroidery machine, but there again, I do not have one, so I am just doing it with my sewing machine. And now we're coming to the top, so we're just going to go sew the top, we're going to pivot. It's looking good, y'all. I'm very proud of myself. Oh, but not that part. So I went a little over farther than I wanted to. So what I'm going to do, and what I'll show you, is you see how this I went over a little bit. So I'm going to take this part out and I'm going to try to get closer to the edge. So I've got my seam ripper and I'm just going to take this out, and then we will start back up. I'm going to try to cover my needle holes, which I did. So I'm going to pull my thread out and I'm just going to put back in that top hole, and we're going to go from there. Make sure I pulled it out from the back too, because you don't want nothing showing on the front. Okay, so I'm gonna line this up, put my needle back in my hole. I'm gonna turn my needle, and I'm going to hand turn it a couple stitches, and then I'm going to back stitch, and then I'm going to slowly check, and I'm going to go back there, and I'm going to turn it this way, and we're going to go down the other side. And I'm going to turn it back, and I'm going to sew down this side zigzag. So a little turn, like one turn, and then I'm going to turn it back. Actually, I'm going to turn it again, just a little bit. And now go back down. This side might be a little different, but you know, it's going to be what it's going to be. That's a good thing while we're all different in how we sew and how we do things. We're almost done here. Kind of went off a little bit, but that's okay. I'm not going to complain or get upset, considering this is my first one. So I'm going to go ahead and clip this here at the bottom, and I'm going to sew this so I get close here, and then I'm going to go around the edge of the little tree skirt or tree bottom, and then I'm going to sew just a little bit, and then I'm going to back tack, and then I'm going to pull it away, and I'm going to clip my strings. I'm going to go back up here and clip this top part where there's a string, because I had to start over at the top. So it's not perfect, but I like it so far. So this is what we got so far. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my other piece, which is in the floor. So I've got my back piece, my batting, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this face to face, and I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch seam around it, and then I'm going to clip my corners, and then we're going to turn it and top stitch it. So let me line this up, and you want to make sure that you're lining up. And so I'm just going to start right here, and I'm going to put my needle down, and I'm going to back tack, and then I'm just going to leave a little hole probably on this side so I have a place to turn it. Like I said, just take your time when you're doing this. It's no rush. Like, I'm not in a race with nobody. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go back a stitch, and now I'm going to turn it. I'm going to sew up a little bit. I'm going to back tack it, and I'm going to pull it off, and then I'm going to go up here and sew so I have a little opening. And back tack, and then I'm just going to go up here and sew the top of it. And then I'm going to go around this little corner where I started. So once you got all that, clip my strings. So it should look like this. And then I'm just going to clip the corners on all of them, just a little bit. So whenever I go to turn it, it will be easier. So now I'm just going to take my open and slowly turn it, and you want to poke it out. Poke out all your corners. And today I'm just going to use my fingers. I can get my little stick that I have down here. So I'm just going to go press these out the best that you can without making a hole in it. I always am afraid that I'm always going to make a hole in it, so I really be careful. But I'm doing better. So then, once you got that, you want to press it down. So I'm going to take my iron, and I'm going to press it so it's nice and pretty. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it under, and then I'm going to do a top stitch around the whole thing. So here we go. Well, my thread come out again, so let's re-thread it. It must knew I was getting ready to sew again, so it decided it wanted to act up on me. Alright, so now we've got it down. I'm going to back tack it, and I'm going to stitch all the way around. And I'm going to turn it. I'm going to have to wheel it a little bit to get it over this little hump. nice and slow. Just take your time. And then we're going to go up this side. And across the top. And then back down where I started. And then I'm going to do a back tack again, and then we'll clip everything up. Clean everything up. And once you're done, you have your mug rug with applique using a sewing machine. I know it's not kind of perfect up here, but it's okay for me to use, so. But that's the finished product. And this is the back. So if you don't have an embroidery machine like me, you can do it this way. I think this is super cute and easy, fun project. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.